Today, ladies and gentlemen, we will be continuing our quest to complete our Minecraft mega base for this season. And the part that we're going to be working on today is actually going to be the main point of interest on top of our massive floating island here. If you guys haven't been here in the recent episodes or at all ever on this channel, make sure to subscribe and make sure to like the video, because as you can see, this is a massive project that I've been working on for probably about 6 months now, 7 months, maybe a bit more even. And it has grown steadily in size. Last week we made a massive amount of progress on the cliffs of our mountains. As you can see, they do look a little bit basic. My terraforming skills are definitely not up to scratch, but hopefully we can make them look a little bit better in the future when we start detailing this island, of course. There are a lot more videos to come on this base, so make sure to tune in for those. But as I was saying, this is going to be mainly focused on creating the palace of the gods of Olympus. And if you guys don't know this, I've mentioned it in a lot of my videos, but if you haven't seen those, we're actually creating Olympus. So Olympus is the palace, no, it's not the palace of the gods, it's the home of the gods from Greek mythology. And, well, today we're going to be building a sort of Greek-styled temple-like palace on top of this massive mountain here. It's going to be very cool when you think about it, actually, and I've just been spending the last couple days actually gathering resources. They haven't rendered in there, but they are there now. I haven't actually been playing that much, but I do have a lot of materials now, and I think it's safe to say I'm ready to get started. And the first step, of course, is building the base of our structure. So what I'm going to do is actually get my shears here and destroy this little outline that I have. I actually did plan this all out in Creative already, so I'm pretty certain of what I want to do. But I'm going to basically create the bottom layer with sandstone, just to create that little base for us to work off. So let's quickly build that. And now that we have that slab down, I actually moved in the border for this wall here, because that's how I designed it in my creative testing world. I actually put it in wrong somehow here. But yeah, now we have the sort of little template, and that actually looks quite funny. But you can start to see that this is actually going to be quite a big structure when it's all done and dusted. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the cliff may be a bit too small for it. Maybe. I actually want to start with putting in our quartz pillars. And these aren't going to be pillars, like the blocks are called quartz pillars, but these are actually going to be columns that hold up our building. So I think we're going to have them like this, and yeah, just dotted around the place so that they hold up the building. And that basically is a very Greek/Roman way of building designs, I guess. So let's quickly hit time-lapse mode and get that all done. The really coincidental thing about building these pillars was that I used the exact amount of quartz that I had. I had literally no quartz left over, and that is weird because I had like a massive stock of quartz inside my base, as well as some quartz that I mined. And I didn't do any mathematics behind it. I didn't do any calculations. It just so happened that I had exactly the right amount to the block of quartz. That's crazy, guys. But we got the pillars up, and I must say it's looking pretty tall. Yeah, this palace is definitely going to overpower the mega base just slightly, but that is a good thing because that's kind of what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to rule over the landscape here, and I think that's what's going to happen exactly. Now these cliffs may look very basic, but I plan to terraform them a little bit, make them a lot better than what they are right now. And that's probably going to be a video for the future where we're going to do a heap of detailing work on the mega base. But right now, we're going to continue working on the temple. I don't know why I started talking about everything else. So the next part of this building process is going to be actually putting in the sandstone walls. And what I was thinking is creating a little bit of a texturization. So what we're going to do is very similar to what I've been doing a lot this season with lots of my builds. I've been actually creating little gradients, and what gradients help to do is not only create like a light and dark texture in blocks, they also help to create a texture in blocks. So this gradient isn't going to be going from light to dark or like a tone to a different tone. It's going to be a texture. So we got our sandstone and our smooth sandstone. We're going to be going from like the rubbly look of the normal sandstone slowly going up, it's going to become a little bit more refined. Or at least that's the general idea of it. So why don't we hit time-lapse mode once again, build up these walls, and then see where we get to there. Let's do it. So after adding the pillars, I actually ended up placing a little bit of a slab on top. And so this is what's going to be part of the roof. And I do have a circle in here, and I'm going to get to that a bit later, but just let that be a little bit of a surprise for you guys. It's going to end up looking really cool, I hope. I have done it in creative, of course. I keep saying that, and I think this is going to turn out really well. As you can see, we already have a mob proofing issue. I don't know how to combat that really. So yeah, that's interesting. But we'll get there, okay? We'll fix that up. But yeah, I just wanted to share that things are going well. Before we move forward though, I want to get that mob proofed because that is going to be a huge problem, as I don't want my stuff getting blown up straight away. That's looking a lot more safer to me. So it's just becoming nighttime, which means I probably should head over and go to sleep. But what I want to do now is add in the roof, and this is going to be something that is quite tedious because it involves a lot of placing stairs and slabs. And how I've designed this roof is so that, like that one over there, it's not going to have a full block where mobs can spawn on. So it's going to be completely mob proof, which means we don't have to do any mob proofing, which in my opinion, that's pretty amazing. Yeah, so why don't we get right into that? I'm going to be using a mixture of polished granite and granite slabs and stairs, except I'll probably end up just doing it in polished granite for now. And in the video that we do heaps of detailing, I'll probably have that as one of my to-do lists, because that is gonna, yeah, that'll take a while. And that, guys, is the roof done for the palace. It is looking really amazing. Actually, I would almost say it's looking complete. Well, it's not complete, of course. We still have so much work to do, especially in the interior, but also on the top. And now I think I should reveal exactly what I'm doing with this circle here. You see, I've built it up a little bit. It's looking good. But what we're going to do here is make a dome. And this is going to allow lots of natural light to come in and just add that extra little feature to the top of the roof, and I think it's going to look really amazing. So yeah, that's the little thing that I was planning up. But as you can see, this thing is making the base look amazing. I'm really liking how this is turning out, guys. It's looking good. So what I want to do next is start building up this dome. I'm not going to time lapse this because it's going to take me a really long time, mainly because I'm just really slow, and it's going to be quite messy because we're going to be working in like a circular thing, so I can't really time lapse that easily. So I'll just do it in step-by-step videos. Yeah, let's continue. First, I got to get some more quartz, and now that we have some of that, it's time to actually start building the dome. So first I want to build the dome out of just sandstone, and then I'm thinking about detailing it after that. That way I can get the general shape in and then just work off that instead of trying to detail it straight away. So I do have some experience building domes, just letting you guys know. I did actually a lot of dome building in the last world that I played with my friends, and yeah, they do get quite extensive. And that is actually looking really strange, I must say, but that, I am quite confident. I actually like that. That looks really cool. That looks a lot better than it did in my creative world, where it was a bit of a mess. So now that we have the basic shape of our dome, this is basically what it's going to look like. It looks a little bit like a tank, in a way. If we added like, oh no, if we added like a barrel coming out. Wait, just give me a second. Tell me that doesn't look like a turret. Just tell me that looks like a tank. Oh gosh. How do I clear my mind of that image? I don't know. as I was saying, now that we have the general shape, it's time to start detailing this. And one thing that I want to do is open this up a little bit. So what we're going to do here is come here. And I think, I'll probably leave that part. But we're going to go 3 high all around and just completely demolish this. Trust me, it'll look good in the end. Okay, I know what you're saying. It looks kind of bad, but I'm going to make it look better right now. Yeah, that actually looks better. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm thinking that is pretty good. This, guys, is looking amazing. I don't blow my own trumpet very often, but I'm liking this. And then you come inside here and it is very vast. I honestly don't even know what really to do with this place. I think I'm going to end up extending these pillars downwards though. Definitely. All the way down. You know, I said I wasn't going to build this out of quartz, but I have actually ended up using a lot of quartz. Like, a lot. I have made so many trips to the nether just to get quartz. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I think we're over halfway on quartz usage. Well, way over halfway actually. But yeah, definitely still got a lot left if we use the pillars going down, and then we got to build everything else inside here. But this place is going to look really grand and really amazing. As always, guys, don't forget to share your comments and thoughts down below. I am always searching for feedback on my builds, so yeah, any little bit helps. Okay, so I've ended up adding in all these pillars, and that is actually making the place look a lot better. However, we still have to do the main interior design. And so what I was thinking with this is having like a door, and I'm not sure how to build a door exactly, but there's a doorway anyway. And we enter in here, and inside here there's going to be like a little bit of a raised slab. And on top of this slab there's going to be 12 chairs for the 12 Olympians. Which I think is good. If you guys do know Greek mythology, there are 12 main Olympian gods, and they all sit around like this thing in thrones. I'll probably end up having like some sort of fire, and then some sort of chandelier hanging from the ceiling here. I think it could end up looking really cool. As you can see, I've already added some lanterns and lighting, and that is going to be like a major part of building this, because I got to build it and make it look good, but also have good lighting, because good lighting also makes it look good. We don't want to have these really bad shadows, which don't look very good. But yeah, why don't I create this little raised slab that I was talking about and add all the lighting that I can probably think of, and we'll see how far I get. Things have definitely progressed, but the only issue now is that I still have no solution for the lighting. I have done my best to light things up with lanterns, but of course, there's only a certain amount you can do before lanterns become a little bit too, what do we call it? Repeated. Lanterns actually look really good, but they don't if I use them too much. But as you can see, I've just been removing some torches here, and it gets really dark now, like really dark at night. I don't really know how to fix this, but what I was thinking is we could use like some sort of foliage, I guess, or some sort of transparent block, which then we could put glowstone underneath, and then that would work much better. But yeah, as you can see, we got a lot of space here that needs to really be lit up. Another option is using carpet. I reckon we'd probably end up using white carpet. Yellow carpet is a bit too yellow for the creamy color, but white carpet might be just the trick. So I'm just going to try my best for this next part, just to get the lighting fixed. I might add some bush type things, but yeah, it's really confusing. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I have just completed the entire temple. Actually, not really. It took a lot longer than it may seem. It turns out building the outside was like half the time of the actual construction, or at least it felt like that, because I've been working on the interior for quite a number of days now, just going on and off, and I think it looks quite amazing. You tell me what you guys think, but as you can see, we have a very gorgeous looking interior. These real cool columns coming down just here. And then we have the 12 seats of the 12 Olympians that come and basically have that meeting. Yeah, and right now I'm sitting in Zeus's chair, I'm pretty sure. Of course, I couldn't make this exact, like I couldn't make it exactly how I want it. Of course, like I think Zeus's chair is meant to be in the center, and then there's that chair there is meant to be off a little bit. Actually, just to bring it down just a little bit, that chair, I might make it that. So there we go. So it's just not as high. But yeah, I think I've fairly accurately represented what it may have looked like at Olympus. I don't know. Greek mythology is quite flexible. Anyway, These chandeliers, I originally had them as diamond, but then that didn't really fit in well. But yeah, now they're gold, and gold is good. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I had a lot of fun building this. It's the first building that I've actually created. I've barely created any buildings this season on the realm, and yeah, it was just good to build something that was actually structurally designed, not like this massive floating island that we've been working on for the past months. Yeah, it's a big difference when you think about it. But now we fly up to our mountain, guys, and our floating island, and it just looks amazing. I think it even looks better from a side view. Yeah, that looks amazing. Now that I think about it, the cliffs that I made to elevate it are kind of dwarfed by it. I think they're literally the same size as the temple itself, but that's okay. That's okay. It looks amazing. Anyway, tell me what you guys think about it in the comments. Any thoughts and ideas that you might have for it. In the next video also, I'm planning on doing a heap of detailing on the island. Probably not the next video, but in the future. But in the detailing jobs, we're going to also do a little bit more work on the walls, make them look a little bit prettier, and texturize everything a bit better. Right now, it's a little bit of a blank slate, as you can see. It looks like it's a brand new building, but in fact, I want to have it look a little bit more weathered. Also, I want to add some stairs coming up to this, so it's not just a plain building. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's all for another video, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that, and I'll see you next time. See ya!